your digital channels, some of them at least. So Facebook, it's one of the largest, what Marina just showed earlier, with a slide with all the social media, and Facebook was #1 in terms of active users, monthly active users, and obviously they make a ton of money from free ads. So it's a good start, and it's also quite sophisticated. You can target all sorts of audience, locations, demographics, even jobs. So it's a good starting point. Whether or not if you have a business or starting a business, it's a good starting point to think. And also the ads that you want to advertise has to be optimized for your target audience. So for example, if you're targeting Japan, you're not going to use Chinese language to target Japan because you're not going to get any engagement. It has to be localized properly. Google Ads, you will see, and including Google Ads, I suppose, it's a very easy way to manage it. They have their own algorithm. All you need to do is create a post, or your service or your platform is targeting multi-locations. This is a new platform, a new ad platform that you should learn about it as well. It's very new, Apple Search Ads. So we are the only agencies in Hong Kong that are certified by Apple right now. Before we're the only one in Asia, but I think there's a few now. So anyway, they have a total of 59 geolocations that you can target at. If you have an iPhone, I see some of you have an iPhone, all you need to do is go onto the App Store and type in 8 single keywords, any keyword. Game, dating, delivery, car, taxi, anything. You should be able to see a blue sort of ad that says ad next to it, here. So that's an ad. And it was just launched in Hong Kong last week. I think it was last Wednesday, yeah. So before they only had 7 countries, and then it went up to 13 and now 59. It's really cheap to acquire users right now for this channel because not many people are bidding for it. Not many people are bidding for it. It's very cheap. So I highly recommend it right now. It's very cheap. It gets very expensive in the end, like Facebook and Google Ads, the user acquisition. Yeah. So if you have any questions, you can ask me later on. It's very good. So to give an example, this is what you see if you place an ad. So for example, Clash able to show before the actual organic one, and they paid minimal for that. Again, banking, plus 500 was obviously not, it's the same scale of probably branding, reputation, and traffic in comparison to other major banks. But because of the bidding strategy, we're able to put it on top. So that's an interesting one. You can even bid longer keywords as well if you wish, but then the search volume would be lower. So for example, how to book a taxi. That's going to be much lower than the search volume than taxi itself. Oops. So KOL is another one, another channel. What Marina shared earlier about live broadcast, it's also part of the potential KOLs, the live streams. So there's obviously Instagram, Facebook, there's YouTube, Twitch, anything individual who doesn't have an account with Instagram or Facebook. Very hard. So we basically did a post for a fashion brand. So this is a case study, and they had no engagement in Hong Kong. So we found them a dozens of KOLs, or half a dozen, and they got 15,000 likes from 0 to 15,000. So that was pretty good. They were very happy with it. They were trying to penetrate their brand names, their platforms into Hong Kong. So another one. This is in Southeast Asia. Now, they basically hired a dozen of KOLs in Philippines. So this was in Philippines. And in total, the engagement was over 1.5 million. It's very, very highly engaged. And the game obviously, so this was for desktop and mobile game. So the engagement was extremely high. Every time the live broadcaster would go on, they always had a minimum a couple of thousand viewers. Doesn't matter what time. I remember one time they were playing at midnight, and they still had a couple of thousand viewers waiting for them to go on and play the game, so they could watch the game. So this leads on to esports. Esports becoming huge now. Some of the other channels we offer, and this is for Hong Kong only.